Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Panelloid Comic Book live stream. You're joined here with me, Pierre, your host, alongside our producer Kyle, who's in the background. You don't see him, but he's here. He's in the shadows, and our unranked Marvel Snap player, Jeremiah. There's a lot to go over today, so we're gonna get right into it. Jeremiah, you're not even gonna comment on that.
I want to so bad, but I just don't run cheese. That's what it really boils down to. Also, didn't you play Marvel Snap for a while?
I did. There's an account. There is an account.
Because
I didn't buy anything.
John got me, and now I'm stuck in like any free time I have, I play it. And like Kyle just out of nowhere runs cheese and is ranked now. But that we'll rant about that later. Let's get into the nerdy news.
It's funny he did pull me in at the beginning. That's how I started playing was Kyle, and then he stopped playing, and then it was just me, and now everyone's in it again. So, but I'll join the party late. But like you said, the nerdy news. Amazon confirms live action Tom. Of course, messed it up already. Amazon confirms live action Tomb Raider series from Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Didn't ask for it, but I'm not mad about it. They have been doing great with these video game movie TV shows.
It's about time. So yeah, I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah,
especially with what they did with Fallout. Like, I think it's going to be great. Tomb Raider is an easily adaptable IP, and as long as they make it interesting and have fun with it, and not trying to make it like the video game to the point that everyone's like, it's nothing like the video game. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think it's there's a lot of content that you can pull from that, and I can see it being a whole series. I'd rather a series than just a movie, and them actually take their time with it. And I do hope that they do what they did with Fallout and actually pull like little things and things that like the Tomb Raider fans would know, you know?
I would love for there to just be a reference to the butler caught in a freezer. Like that would be my favorite if they could just make a quick reference to that. Like the first time we see the butler, he's coming out of the freezer or something like that. That would be enough for me to be like, yeah, that was for us. That was for us.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, again, Amazon's been doing great. So hopefully we get a nice one out of that. Moving on, Andy Serkis will direct and star in the new Lord of the Rings movie, The Hunt for Gollum.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. A million times yes. Let's do it.
I mean, how can you be upset as a Lord of the Rings fan? You're getting Andy Serkis.
I'm curious how it's going to go. Like Andy Serkis is great, but Andy Serkis also did direct Venom, Let There Be Carnage. So I think given his attachment to the franchise, I think he'll be a lot better in playing that in that sandbox than being handcuffed with the Sony Spider-Man IP. So,
and yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. I think Andy Serkis, he was kind of stuck with what he could do with Venom, you know, and like I'm sure they were like, yeah, this is what we need. Like Sony was just like, this is the perfect movie. And he's like, but that's not, nope, this is what we need.
Remember, you agreed.
Right. So yeah, Sony should just give it up. But hey, Craven's coming out soon. And so is the Venom 3 movie at some point. Yeah, Craven's this year though. Craven's end of the year.
Craven is at the end of this year, and we've got more news on the Venom movie later. What's up,
Comic Talk?
What's up, brother?
He made it. Moving on, Chris Pratt. He's returning as Star-Lord, or he's joining James Gunn's DCU. He said 100% both. His own quote.
I definitely think he's returning as Star-Lord. There's no reason not to give him either a miniseries or one solo movie, and I think that'll be enough to cap that story. But how is he joining the DCU is the big question. I can't think of the perfect character for him. Because I don't think he's going to be Hal. Hal's already been cast, right?
Yeah. Has he? Well, I guess because they had the Green Lantern TV show, but I think
Yeah.
I don't remember if that's Elseworlds or it's still part of the same like
I
James Gunn
mean,
verse.
I could see him as Hal Jordan, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
but I also want Hal to be that darker, menacing, like
Parallax Hal?
yeah, like he goes over the edge, and him not be the main guy. You know, like
Yeah. Mhm.
if it's gonna be Chris Pratt, then he's gonna be the main Lantern. I don't want that. So
Yeah. I mean, I love Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. I'm excited to see that.
yeah,
So we'll
I
see.
don't know Chris Pratt. That's a hard cast. Maybe something with like makeup on or like
Yeah, that'd be
CGI.
cool. I was thinking Martian Manhunter, but no, like I want a person of color under the Martian Manhunter mantle because I feel as though a lot of people align with him.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people of color align with Martian Manhunter is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, but under makeup would be cool. Comic Talk says he fan casts him as Booster Gold. I can see Booster Gold. He's got the comedy chops for it.
Ooh, that's good.
He's got the comedy chops for it. So yeah, but who would be Ted Cord? Like you can't do Booster Gold without Blue Beetle. I mean, you could. I just think it would be a detriment to both characters if you did one without the other. So I'm okay with him as Booster if we get him a good Ted Cord, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Kyle's in the chat. He's saying, "Check your mic." There's something going on with it. There's a lot of static. I don't know what's happening there.
Oh boy.
I'll move on to the next one. Marvel's Ironheart, starring Dominique Thorne, will finally premiere on Disney Plus in 2025, as announced by Disney. Pierre, sing a song in the meantime. Well, I actually did write a song for Ironheart.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
No, your mic is still static. Now everyone's saying it's static. Oh
Give me a
man.
minute.
So this song that I came up with, it might make it into the TV show, but it's just Ironheart and some magic, Ironheart and some magic. We mix tech with some magic. Now we give you a new Disney Plus series. And that's Marvel's Ironheart in a nutshell. It's
Any better? Am I good?
oh, you're back, baby. So I don't know if you heard, but Ironheart, it's supposedly gonna dabble in magic and also tech. Like that's gonna be like it's gonna center around that. So I think the cloak or so I forgot who was supposed to be in it. He's like a
Cloak and
like a
Dagger?
red. No, not cloak and dagger. He has a cloak though. I don't remember.
Oh,
It was
the
like a red
hood. It's
cloak.
the hood. It's
The
gonna be the
hood, right,
hood.
right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I absolutely love the hood character. Especially because he wielded the Infinity Gauntlet once, but that's besides the point. So if he's the big bad of the series, that's going to be really interesting to have magic versus tech. Because I'm assuming if everything goes according to plan, she's going to get her ass kicked first, and then she'll come back and kick ass, which is the proper way of doing that. She's a rookie. He's a rookie. Magic should trump tech in the beginning until tech catches up. So that would be awesome. Yeah, I want to see the hood. Also because Brian K. Vaughan makes money.
I'll take another Disney Plus series. I know they're saying that they're going to be dialing it back a little bit. I hope this one's a good one though. So
what I would want is for a year, 2 Star Wars, 2 Marvel. Every 3 months. Yeah, that would make sense to me, but that's just me.
Moving on, still Marvel though. Ralph Ineson cast as Galactus, and John Malkovich and Paul Walter cast in mystery roles in the Fantastic Four.
I'm calling it now. John Malkovich is Puppet Master. I'm
Okay.
calling it now.
So I'm skewed a little bit with this.
Because you've
So I
read
don't
leaks
know
or
enough
something?
about. No. I didn't read
Oh,
any leaks. But John Malkovich to me is who's the guy? Molecule Man. Yeah.
ooh, oh shit!
So I don't know what Molecule Man actually looks like personally. I only know what Molecule Man looks like from that series on TikTok that Kyle made us watch,
Danny
where it was like
O'Mani.
an action, where the head was replaced by Bill Burr. So that's the only thing I see, and I'm like, oh, that'd be the best like John Malkovich could easily fit that role. That's the
So
only Molecule Man I know.
no, Malcolm Millen doesn't look like Bill Burr. But John Malkovich has the acting chops to pull off like a maniacal Molecule Man. If they don't cast Danny O'Mani, first off, that's us at Pandeloids. I speak for the entire team. Would prefer Danny O'Mani as Molecule Man over John Malkovich, but I'd be happy to settle with John Malkovich as Molecule Man. I think he's being cast as Puppet Master. That's just me. I think he's being cast as Puppet Master. Early Fantastic Four villain. As for Paul Walter Hauser, not a clue. Red
I
Ghost,
don't even know who that
maybe.
is.
Cobra Kai. He's the like bigger kid in Cobra Kai.
Didn't watch Cobra Kai.
You didn't watch Cobra Kai? Oh my god!
I actually, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but
For
I don't
shame.
understand why people love that show so much. Mind you, I've never watched any of them. I
You
have
haven't watched
no
any
idea.
of the Karate Kids?
I don't know anything about it. I just know I watched the original a little bit, like pieces, and then I watched like maybe a clip of the Jaden Smith Karate Kid, like
I'm
maybe a clip.
afraid to see the
Like
comments on this clip. When it gets clipped,
so,
I'm
I
terrified
don't.
now.
I want to know. Listen. I don't want people to hate me. I just want you to understand that I don't. I want to know. And in the comments, instead of hating, comment why you love the series so much. Because to me, it's just a bunch of karate kids in a school that is very unrealistic in real life.
For me,
So
it's
that's it.
nostalgia because you've got all the lore of the original Karate Kids, and you're getting like a new wave of young adult drama, which take it as Riverdale is young adult drama. So it's a
Yeah.
combination of nostalgia, young adult drama mixed in with karate. So
So
yeah,
someone commented this. I forgot who, it was a post, and they were like, Imagine," it was a comedian, he was like, "Imagine dropping one of the Karate Kids into, like, a Euphoria high school." And to that is my point where I'm like, "Damn, like, what,
valid.
what does that kid do in that you put, like, oh, this is a teen drama." It's like, I don't know, like, imagine you're the teen that grows up on that, and then the other teens that grew up on Euphoria, and you go and hang out, and he's like, "Hey guys, look at my moves," and they're like, "Dude, are you gonna smoke this weed or not?" So
I'm
I don't
interested
know.
to see what he'll play. Um, I maybe Red Ghost, but I don't think that they would do Red Ghost, and he's a little young for Red Ghost. Um, but may all is he the voice of Herbie? He might be the voice of Herbie. That'd be dope as hell.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's gonna be a voice. There's got to be a voice for Herbie.
there it does. I'm guessing, but my money right now is John Malkovich, Puppet Master, and Paul Hauser, Herbie. That's what I'm calling right now.
Okay.
And watch it be flipped. Watch John Malkovich be and Paul Hauser be Puppet Master. Moving on.
Moving on, another Marvel news. Ryan Coogler has officially signed on to direct a third Black Panther movie and is being eyed to direct the first X-Men reboot. That's very exciting. So I was a fan of Black Panther 1 and 2. I know 2 got some mixed reviews from our group.
I liked 2. It was just too long. Like P problems. Too long. Like
He does have few problems.
they could have cut a half an hour. The story still would have been just as good. The action still would have been just as good. But I don't know exactly where they would have cut. Give me comic talk. We can talk money later. Give me 2 hours and like 15 minutes and we're good. I don't need 2 hours and 45. I don't need 2 hours, 3 hours and 20 minutes or whatever. But yeah, he's done great work with Black Panther. So let's keep it going. And then to see what he'll do with the X-Men. We don't know what X-Men are where yet. I'm assuming Deadpool Wolverine is going to answer a lot of those questions.
Yeah.
So with his team, it's going to be exciting to see who the makeup of the team will be, and then kind of think about where he'll go from there. So
we could very well get 2 X-Men movies too. If you like, I mean, we're gonna get a lot of X-Men movies, but I'm saying like 2 universe X-Men teams.
Yeah. And similar.
There's already a Wolverine. Cool. There's a Wolverine in our universe in the MCU already,
and it's not Daniel Craig.
It's not Daniel Craig.
It's not Daniel Craig.
No, it's Henry Cavill. No, but yeah, I was watching She-Hulk today, and I remembered that we'll talk about the fact that I watched She-Hulk a little later on.
Yeah, I want to talk about that, but that's besides the point.
Moving on, Winston Duke, we got some DCU news. Wants to play Batman in the DCU and said, "Listen, man, can you start that campaign? I would say I challenge you to get in all these socials and push for me. I would love to do that as Batman." Winston Duke.
Let's do it. I think he's got the acting chops for it. He's got the chin for it.
I have no idea who this person is.
Go to Google. Look up Winston Duke real quick. Tell me it doesn't say Batman.
I'm going to look up Winston Duke's chin. Please hold. Winston Duke. Oh yeah. Oh wait, this is the guy from Wakanda.
Yeah.
From Black Panther.
Yeah.
No, he's too strong. You know who I'd actually want to see him as? Steel.
Let's do it. Oh, let's do it. Steel?
Yeah. Like
Steel would be dope. Or Mr. Terrific.
Walking around with a fucking hammer. Like, nope. That is not
what?
Our producer is getting a little wild in the chat.
I'd be fine with him as Batman. I'd be fine with him as Steel. I'd be fine with him.
He's just too bulk. Like he doesn't like he's chunky. Like he's a chunky.
Well, so is Ben Affleck.
I never liked Ben Affleck. I never said I like that. Who said I like that? I did not like Ben Affleck.
But Dark Knight Returns Batman was big, chunky, old, and like grizzled, and we can let him be Batman. I'm fine with him being Batman.
Nah, Steel all day.
Let's move on before Kyle writes any other thing.
DC has officially announced Batman: The Last Halloween, and in that, Winston Duke is still not Batman. The Last Halloween, a sequel series to the original Batman, the Long Halloween series, where again Winston Duke is not Batman.
There needs to be an amendment to this. So The Last Halloween will be the finishing of the trilogy that is Long Halloween and A Haunted Night. I am of mixed feelings of this. Long Halloween is my favorite Batman story. I mean, it's a lot of people's favorite Batman stories, but with Tim Sale having passed, it's difficult for me to allow them to play in that sandbox. And the way that they're honoring him in that is each issue will have a different artist. So I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe Klaus Janson is the first on the first issue of The Last Halloween. I'm excited for Jeff Loeb to finish his story and what he wants to do. And I just hope that they pay enough respect and homage to Tim Sale and the just absolute banger of 2 series that he did and what a great human he was. I know we're getting somber and sad. Jeremiah's talking about the dead. Yeah, I get it. But it's definitely going to be a very sensitive series and they need to approach it correctly. And I have faith that they will. But man, it makes me a little anxious. I'm excited for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for it. To my knowledge, I think it's a 4-parter, even though Long Halloween was 12, and I believe A Haunted Night was 9. I could be wrong with that second one, but yeah. Jeff Loeb, thank you for continuing the story. It's nice that you're honoring Tim by getting a bunch of different artists, but time will tell.
I've never read A Long Halloween.
Kyle, can you kick Pierre? I'm going to host the rest of the show myself. How have you not read A Long Halloween? Oh my God, Kyle. You son of a bitch.
Thank God. Thank God.
Like, you love Poison Ivy. How have you not read Long Halloween or Haunted Night?
There's so much to read, and I just never got a chance to read that one.
It's 12 issues.
It's very wordy. Very wordy. Yeah.
Too many boxes. Pierre's not opening a moving company.
I like pictures.
But it takes place over the course of a year. It does every holiday. It's not just Halloween. Like, Jesus
well, then why would they call it Long Halloween?
Maybe because it starts on Halloween. And
it's been a long year. It's been a long year, you know.
One of the greatest covers in existence, in my opinion, is the Father's Day issue of Long Halloween, where Bruce is at his father's grave. One of my favorite covers of all time, hands down, top 10 easily. But I'm not going to drill into your guys' face anymore that you need to read Long Halloween. You're doing yourself a disservice. You've read Hush, right?
Oh yeah, that's actually one of my favorite stories.
Then read Long Halloween. Like, it's better than Hush.
That Hush, I have the number 1. I have a 9.8
signed by Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee, right?
But I don't know. But
you didn't get Scott Williams on it. You didn't get Scott Williams on it. So.
Nope. I don't think I have Scott Williams on it, but I'm very happy about the cover. I might not even have it. I think Kyle might still have it.
Yeah, probably. He's holding it hostage because you've got the 9.8. He's got the 9.4.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our nerdy news, guys. So the thumbnail for this video was very Fallout centric, if you noticed it, and if that's what brought you in, well, guess what? You're in luck. We're at the Fallout section.
We're here.
We're talking season 2, baby. We're talking season 2. But before we talk season 2, let's talk season finale and what we know. So Jeremiah, you've watched it, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, thank God. Because I was like, I set this all up, and then I was like, this would really suck if none of us
wait, what?
Like, oh yeah, I'm on episode 6, and like, but yeah. So, guys, this is gonna be spoilers heavy. So if you don't want spoilers at this point, close it out for like 15 minutes. Put us on mute. Don't close us. Put us on mute. Stay here with us. Comment in the chat, and we'll get back to it. But Lucy has found her dad, but he's part of Vault-Tec.
She also found her mom,
and he killed her mom. Well, sort of. She wasn't dead. She's still there. Now she's dead. She finally put an end to her suffering. So she got turned into a ghoul. I mean, that was a pretty crazy reveal, but I kind of felt like it was coming, right? Like it was.
Well, yes, we got the very first episode. Now, my wife knows nothing of the Fallout series whatsoever. She's seen me play.
For the record,
you've never played any of the Fallout. You've played Fallout.
I just started playing Fallout 4. Jenny is the Fallout person in the house.
Okay.
So I've always started it and then never got into it.
So, I mean, in almost every game, you're finding either your father or your child or you're a courier who just woke up. Anywho, the line in the first episode that Moldover says to Lucy, "You look just like your mother. Set up the fact that, oh, her mom has been outside of this vault, because this is a raider coming in to say this, meaning that this raider has seen her mother in some capacity. So her mother is definitely outside this vault somewhere. The reveal that her dad was behind the Shady Sands bombing, that I didn't fully see coming, and I love that they did that. Man, it was a gut punch just to see a completely disheveled Shady Sands. So you've
Yeah.
never played New Vegas.
I never played New Vegas, but I know
So,
of New Vegas.
so you know of New Vegas. So at the very end of the
Yeah.
series, the final scene that we see is Lucy's dad coming over the hill and staring down New Vegas, which we see the lucky,
Yeah.
yeah, which we saw Mr. House. There was a reference to Mr. House. We did see him in a flashback. Oh God, my mic's still okay. I hit my
Yep.
mic. Kyle's gonna hurt me.
Everyone's part of our drinking game now is anytime Jeremiah hits his mic, you can take a shot.
So we know that it's gonna take place in New Vegas, or at least a portion of it's gonna take place in New Vegas, which I'm really excited to see. I hope we get the Kings, because they were my favorite of the factions, and that's the thing about New Vegas. I love that there was the factions in New Vegas. What you wore was important in New Vegas. Oh, fuck off. I was like, I didn't get that for a second.
Too many rads. Can't be drinking that much.
Yeah. Moldover might have actually been a good person, but also how has she been alive this whole time? Probably going and pillaging vaults. Like, clearly the vault map.
Years.
And so she was also a part of the buddies, management buddies. And that's when they realized, like, we'll do better if we go out. So she was definitely a part of the manager buddies. So she knows where the Ghouls family is. Obviously, we know that they're in there. I mean, that's been.
She dies at the end.
She does, from a gunshot wound that was done by Maximus.
But is she dead?
Yes, I do think she's dead. I do think she is dead for sure. We saw the scene of her arm falling by her side and the Ghoul and Lucy walking away, and then the Brotherhood of Steel finding her. Also, I'm a big Brotherhood of Steel fan. Again, my wife knows nothing about Fallout, but she knows I like Brotherhood of Steel. And in that moment, why do you like these guys?
Yeah. No, they're definitely definitely a weird crew. But they're cool. Their armor's sick.
one of the best things about the series, without a doubt, one of the best things about the series is they give you enough information about everyone that you have to make your own assumptions or your own alliances with the Brotherhood, with Moldova's mission, with the Ghouls' mission. It's so close to the game in terms of good karma, bad karma. That's one of the things I feel that made the series, is they give you enough context in every direction that you have to decide who the good guy is. You have to decide who the bad guy is. Because I think there are people that saw the good that Lucy's dad was trying to do. Because there are people that play Fallout and will align with that type of thinking. So, what's up, Morningstar? Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, Maximus being like appointed at the very end for killing Moldova. It's an interesting take. Is he going to take the Brotherhood into a different direction? You never played Fallout 3. There's a small sect of the Brotherhood called the Outcasts, which, if you think the Brotherhood's armor looks cool, Outcast armor looks better. So, yeah.
I feel like he was getting twisted, like, very easily.
Yes, manipulated easily.
So, yeah.
because
So I'm afraid to see where he goes.
the Brotherhood is very shielded, sheltered, and in their own mentality, like they're the ones who are preserving the waste. They're the ones that are going to purify the world in a way when it's all said and done. Their way of thinking is the only correct way of thinking, which Maximus feels like a 12-year-old doing what he thinks
Yeah.
is right and then being told what is right. That's got to be right. So I feel that he did a very good job of doing what an actual Brotherhood squire would turn out to be. You make me sad, Morningstar. I think it should be a requirement for
Just play 4
everyone.
or
Well, no,
76.
I think 3. Everyone should have to play 3 for 3 hours. Play 3 for 3 hours. Tell me you're not hooked. Play New Vegas all the way through. But like, I don't know. It's one of those franchises that has so much lore. There's so much behind it, and them going into a TV show only makes it that much better. Now, how much of 4 have you played?
Not a lot. I'm level 9. So
Jesus
and
Christ.
I've spent a lot of time building up my sanctuary. Like I made it into basically Sims and focus way too much on that. And I've just started and the worst part is my ADHD does not like it doesn't work with this game. I go on my mission and boom, diverted. I have yet to get to oh no, I finally got to Diamond City and it took me weeks.
And you're already
Diamond
level 9. You're
yeah, because I kept trying to go other places. Like I kept walking, I hear gunshots. Whoop! Like I get attacked by a super mutant. I gotta go fight him now. Like at first I was running away from super mutants because I didn't know if I could take them on. And then I was like, oh wait, I'm actually very good. I've also only focused on melee, and I'm not using VATS at all.
You're not using
And
VATS?
I'm refusing to use it, and I'm focusing only on melee. And I am very strong. And I go up, I punch people in the face, and their head pops. And I have my main the thing I want to build up is Idiot Savant to get 3 times extra points. It's like extra XP for random shit.
And
So
this is another reason why Fallout is so amazing is because I would never play that way. But you can if you want to. You can play
neither
any
would
way that
Jenny.
you want to. You
Apparently,
can
I'm
be,
going way against what you're supposed to be doing.
yes, very much so. But you can be the worst type of person in Fallout, and the game will reward you for it. So
Speaking of, I got to Diamond City and I got a haircut. I did that.
you went to
and
the
then,
barber first off.
yeah, and then they went into their house. They disappeared, and I'm like, where did they go? And I noticed it was like a little vault. So like I went in there and I killed them both, husband and wife, in their house. And then I went back, went upstairs, and that was it. No one knows.
No one in Diamond City noticed it.
Nope, because they were in their house and there were no witnesses. But then I propped them up in a very serial killer type of way. I put one in the bathtub and one sitting in a chair. Make it seem like they just died of natural causes.
You can also have a lot of headcanon with Fallout, which also makes it that much better. Geez, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back to the show, what do you want to see for season 2? Not knowing a lot about Fallout, you know enough, but what you saw in season 1, what do you want to see in season 2?
Death claws, scorpions, and synths.
So yes, and because synths are more of an East Coast thing, and we're on the West Coast. Like NCR didn't have.
I feel like Moldiver was a synth.
She bled.
I
there
guess
was
you're right.
Blood.
I was hopeful that she was a synth.
But
I think we met a synth. There's a synth that we probably met at this point.
Yeah, if we get the railroad, that'll be amazing. I'd be happy with the railroad, but it's on the other side of the country. I mean, but weirder things have happened. I want Death Claws. I really do want Death Claws. I want Yaug Bears. I want another Yaug Bear. We only got one.
Yeah. Oh, super mutants. We only got a hand. We saw one hand.
Yep. I would love to get super mutants for sure. I want a reference to the Kings. I want the Kings to show up in New Vegas. I would love for Mr. House to talk, but depending on how you played New Vegas, not to spoil that game for you, but he might not talk. So yeah, a lot of
So
automatrons.
speaking about New Vegas, so this game, I looked at the timeline, or this show is 15 years past the game.
Yes. So I
and then depending
believe.
on how you played the game, there
Mhm.
could have been 4 different endings.
Yes. But I believe
Main
that
ending.
yeah, I believe that this is the latest thing in the Fallout timeline is the show.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Hoover Dam, the Battle of Hoover Dam, when you play New Vegas, that battle can go many different ways. So a reference to the Battle of Hoover Dam would be cool. Caesar's Legion would be cool. Or Kaiser's Legion, as they would pronounce it.
So you played the game.
Religiously.
Who do you feel? So this is 15 years later. Which faction do you think is in control of New Vegas right now?
Well, they made the comment that the NCR has fallen. They made it
That's bad.
seem like the NCR isn't around anymore. So I'm hoping that it's Mr. House is running New Vegas, although there is an ending where that wouldn't be a thing. If it's not Mr. House, then I would like Kaiser's Legion to be a good part of it. I think that would make for a very good dynamic with Lucy's dad just wandering up onto New Vegas in power armor, and Kaiser's Legion is just like, who the fuck are you? Kind of. So it should be really, really interesting that they're throwing New Vegas into the mix. Uh, just excited to see where it goes from there. There's so much stuff that happens in and on the strip in the game, and you can kill 40 fucking hours just walking around that strip finding everything. What's up, Phantom? So yeah, I think
What's up,
everyone. Josh, you play Fallout a lot, so I think everyone should, by law, be required to play some sort of Fallout. Yeah, you could skip 76 now. Like now, it's better. I haven't played much in the way of 76 because I don't have
Play
friends.
it now.
But
Play
you
it
can play
now.
it now. It's fixed. They made
Yeah.
it okay.
No, they made it really good. Like Jenny plays it. It's like they fully updated it. Like it's 100% worth playing now.
It's on
So
my
you can
list
actually have
for
fun
sure.
in the game.
It's on my list for sure. I would love to see Ulysses. That'd be another thing that I would like to see. Also, Joshua Graham. A reference to Joshua Graham would be awesome. But I'm getting really deep into the weeds of Fallout. So Moldova is not a synth. I see that our
And our
notes say
last
that.
note, where did Thaddeus go? I want to see him. Will he have a nose next time we see him?
I think he'll
He
have a
might
nose.
not.
I think he'll have a nose. I think he'll start to fall apart. And I think he went. I mean, that's a good question. It'd be
This is
be
the
funny.
first time we're seeing him like a ghoul transform.
Yes,
Like the beginning process.
it would be funny if he like went underground and found the railroad. Like he's the one who finds the synth.
It's so much. Phantom's a big hater of 76. It'd be funny if he found the railroads.
Yeah, if he's the one who found the railroad, the synths as a ghoul, that I think that'd be cool. But moving on.
I'd like to see his nose fall off on camera.
I think the next time we see him, it'll be dangling.
Like he needs to. No, I feel like he just needs to like scratch it, and it's like
that.
Like he goes to blow it, and he's like, "Oh."
What they did with his foot, holy shit! Like the way they did his foot was disgustingly delicious. It was, or deliciously disgusting, whichever way you prefer it. It was gnarly. For collection acquisition, check out the Rivera collection. I got a new print, and yeah, I have to frame it. Kyle is ranked 69,396 in Marvel Snap because he's a total cheese asshole. Let's move down to rumors, baby, because I didn't read shit unless you want to talk about what you read.
I'll talk about what I read
Actually,
and I watched. Yeah,
I kind of make one a minute. I read the first 2 issues of Blood Hunt. Go pick it up.
Blood
That's
Hunt.
all I'll say. It's the summer event for Marvel. It's been a long time
Oh, is
since I've
that
been this excited about an event.
that had to do with what's his name? Um,
Blade?
Blade. Right.
Yes.
I skipped that event.
I wouldn't, but that's just me. I picked up the first 2 issues. I'm really, really excited to see. Yes, I read the Red Band version, Phantom. Both of them. It's not much different. A few extra panels and a little bit more blood, but yeah, both are worth getting into for sure.
So the only things I read, and I've been reading exclusively on the Marvel app. I haven't been to the shop buying anything, so um, I'm a little delayed on some of these things. But Hulk 8 and 9, I talked about it in the past. It's still really good, and it just like mind blowing. Like when they like the things that they're doing, like taking Hulk to this level is incredible. Like I personally, I don't know older comics. So I don't know if anyone's ever really dabbled this deep into Hulk where like they're ripping him apart. Hulk is like coming out of Banner, like he's like a monster, like ripping out of his skin. Like it's like the art is incredible, the story is incredible. So definitely check that out.
I
I'm
definitely
very excited to
you're
see where that's going.
the hype you have on Hulk makes me want to read it because I haven't read
It's
Hulk in a while, and you are high on this hype train, and you are
yeah.
genuinely excited about it. You're not being
Yeah. No,
high
it's
air, you're being Pierre excited about it.
no,
So
this is a good book. Like it's not just like it's not I wouldn't look at it as a Hulk book necessarily. Like I would go into it as you're reading a horror book. Like it's like they're not really I don't know. It's yes, you have Hulk in there and he's doing his things and everything, and obviously it's centric to him, but there's everything going around him is not like that at all. So
I definitely have to check it out.
definitely check it out.
To double back
Yeah.
to Phantom's question, do they charge more for the red band? I believe that's up to your LCS. I think it is $1 more because it is polybagged, but it's very similar to DC charging $1 more for their cardstock covers. I think it's worth it, in my
You
personal
take it out of the
opinion.
poly bag, right? Or do you just
Yeah,
store
of
it like
course.
that?
I
Okay.
open my shit. So
Well, I know Kyle had a polybag comic that ended up like ruined, like the polybag ruined the comic or something
yeah,
like
it can
that. Yeah,
cause color rub really easily by being
which sucks.
suffocated in a poly bag.
I don't like. How are you supposed to protect it then? Like, and
By taking it out and putting it in a bag and a board.
I guess, but are you
Polyurethane,
not supposed to take it out of the bag? Isn't there value to keeping it in that bag too?
what about the death of Superman? It's no. Uh, like the type of bag that they use, the poly bag, is not polyurethane. It's polyisolate or something like that. So it's not your traditional bag and board. Um, so like put it in Mylar. I mean, this shit's expensive, but you'll never have to replace a bag and board ever again if you put it in Mylar. Like you're supposed to
Hmm.
replace your bags and boards depending on how you store your comics. If they are in a cool, dark area, 5 to 10 years. If they are in a warm, humid area, 3 to 5 years. But with Mylar, you never have to replace them, which is why the entire Rivera collection is in Mylar. And you don't want to know how much the bags and the boards cost for that. So bags and the boards cost more than the collection itself.
Wow, that hurts. Other book I read was Spider Punk, which I was very excited to see that this one's back out. The first Spider Punk series was also by Cody Ziegler. Very good series. Um, but it just kind of was just like fun. Like it was like a quick, like, here you go, here's some stuff. It's fun, it's good, no problem. This one feels like it's a lot more. And it's still Cody Ziegler, but it's just giving you more of the character, more of the people.
Is this
It's just giving
ongoing?
you the world. Yeah, this is ongoing.
Let's
So
go.
I read 1 and 2. They gave him it because the first one was successful and people loved the character. But yeah, again, the first one was very good, but this one takes the cake. Like it's a very enjoyable book. It's not just fun. It's like really, I don't know, building everything together. So it's nice.
And is this also on the app?
This is also on the app, yeah.
Sweet.
So 1 and 2 is on the app. I'm sure 3 and 4 is already out. So you know how delayed these apps are.
Yes.
And the last book that I read was Spider Boy 4. I might be one of the only people following this, but I kind of like what they're doing with them. Like it's fun, it's different, but also kind of the same. Like, so I guess more about Spider Boy is he's spliced with a spider, like genetically
Yes.
spliced with a
Yeah.
spider,
He's
right?
more spider
So
than Spider-Man.
So he was created in a lab by some like crazy lady that has like a bunch of like animal people that are also spliced. Like they're mostly animal though. So you find out in this issue that one of the animals might be a little bit deeper related to Spider Boy. So that's cool. Um, and then you also find out that she makes a clone of Spider Boy,
Of
but
course.
he's
Of course. Let's fucking throw a clone in the mix because fucking always.
it's a clone, but instead of being more boy, he's more spider. Ah,
We'll see where that goes.
I feel like Spider Boy leads to Miguel. Maybe.
That's I don't think that's a huge jump, but I don't know if that was the initial intention. That might be like, oh, look, we're going in that direction. Let's might as well land there. But I
Yeah.
don't know if that might be too far of a gap. We'll see. It seems like it could be.
Yeah, it's not
Your
crazy.
favorite part of this show? Rumors, baby.
Rumors, baby. Before I get in that, I did watch She-Hulk. Just
Why?
episode 1.
I'm curious. Like you wanted to go
Okay.
back and witness greatness. I get that, but what other reason?
I hated it. No, I didn't hate it. I wasn't a big fan of it when it originally came out. So, and
We
it had
are
nothing
all
to do with
aware.
it. Just wasn't. I wasn't a big fan of the character. I don't really like She-Hulk. That's not my thing. Rewatching it now, it's I got to give it a higher score.
Yeah, you
So
do.
I'm gonna bump it up to a 6.
Teen.
All right, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. It was good. It was good. It was good. They passed my sleep test. So
What every show should strive for.
yeah, yeah. So it was good. It was good. So I give it some credit, and I just want to acknowledge that right now.
Phantom over here
Kyle,
performing
feel free to save that.
penance by watching Madam Web.
I did that too last week, and me and Jenny watched it, and we can confirm it's not good. And she was like, "When are they going to become Spider Women?" And I was like, "They're not. That's only for the 1 minute you missed already. It's just a
A
clip
blink and you'll miss
of
it.
It's literally like it's a minute of him having a flash forward, like, "Oh my god, they're going to become this and kill me," and then you never see them turn into Spider Women at all.
It's so sad.
They don't do anything. They're just running the whole time, and it's just the main spider. What I don't know what she is, Madam Web, right? I guess.
Yeah.
But before Madam Web, like she's just a woman running around with them, and you have naked tribe people, so that's weird too. They have spider webs in their ass, and you see them flash on the screen for a while. So, yep.
I think I might fully skip this one.
I'll give it like for the first time ever. I really want to give this movie like a 1. Like it was not enjoyable at all. Like not
And that's saying
not
something
one
because
bit.
it had Sydney Sweeney in it.
That's such an overrated cast at this point. I don't want to see her in anything like at all. Like I don't know why everyone's obsessed over it. Just put her away somewhere. Put her away somewhere. We don't need it anymore. She's not a good actress. Like it's not like what is the hype? What is the hype? Just get like we get it. We get it. But you don't need it. They should have had Peter like Terminator, but they didn't. That's Phantom in the chat. Yeah, but they didn't. They didn't have anything. Phantom, yeah, why the hell do they want to make her Black Cat? Yeah, give us like if you at this point, give us like a real actress to be Black Cat. You know what I mean? Not just because she's semi-hot. Like,
Mhm.
we're good. It's over. Rumors, baby. We're done with that.
Baby!
That's my Sweeney is whatever her name is.
Sydney
Rant.
Sweeney hate. Go on.
Nova as a Disney series featuring a young lead, main character Sam Alexander.
This will lead into Young
I
Avengers. This will lead
I
into Young
saw a
Avengers.
rumor that the kid from Shazam might be Nova.
Oh, I'd be fine with him. I'd be fine with him as Sam. I think he'd be fine. I want it to be a kid. I want it to be a like teenage guy.
Yeah.
So
we'll
yeah.
see what
Well, I
happens.
mean, they probably will have Richard Rider in it as like a mentor. Which I'm totally cool with, but this will lead into Young Avengers for sure. For sure.
I want to see it. Nova's like everything space related has been fun. I just hope they have a fun director with it, like James Gunn did with the Guardians of the Galaxy. So like something
Yeah.
like that where they're just like having a good time with it. So Hawkeye has been renewed for a second season. Clint Barton's brother Barney will play a major role. I don't know anything about Barney.
You don't know Trick Shot?
Barton, so.
Oh,
No.
you don't know Trick Shot? He's great. You really should dig up the Matt Fraction.
Is he also an archer?
Yes. Yeah, the Matt Fraction run. There's only a few issues with Barry in it, but they're perfect. He's so something I don't know if you are aware, but Hawkeye was originally a villain.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hawkeye was originally a villain, and he's been back and forth quite a few times. But Barry's always been a villain.
This is a fun fact, and you didn't say fun fact.
Fun fact, yeah. His first appearance was Tales of Suspense 57 or 54. It's 57. I'm calling it now. 57. Where he was a villain fighting Iron Man at the behest of Black Widow, who was also a villain when she first started. Teaming up with
that I can
Animal
see.
and all that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
so cool. Yeah, Barry deserves to show up, and it will be funny because we haven't had like much mention of Barry, and then he's gonna show up and some shit's gonna go down, and like Kate's gonna be like, "Who the hell was that?" And Clint's gonna be, "That's my brother." And yeah,
I don't think he's getting a TV show.
No, he's going to be the big bad of season 2, probably.
Right. No. What I'm saying is, I don't think they're gonna get Hawkeye season 2. Like,
you don't think that's happening at all?
I don't know. Like, I mean, they're talking about like how they're gonna be cut in series. I think they're talking about it, but like, I don't know. I mean,
give me a special. Give me a Hawkeye special where it's a full passing of the mantle to Kate. Like Kate's running around, and this other archer is like beating her to the punch in essentially
1 hour special.
Yeah. And she goes back to Clint like, "Hey, can you help me out here?" Kind of. Yeah, that I'd be fine. I
don't need a whole nother show. I don't need another whole show about Hawkeye. I'm sorry. It's just.
I think it was.
great. No, it was good. It was very good. I'm not saying that at all. I love the show. I just don't think I need another season of it. Give me another season of Moon Knight before you do that. Phantom's gonna go have dinner. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. Ella Purcell in talks to play Rogue in the MCU.
Please do this for the love of God.
Ella Purcell is
a beautiful actress.
From
I think it's Purnell.
Oh, well, Kyle spells it wrong.
Yeah, it's Purnell. And she was Lucy in Fallout.
Thank you, Kyle. That's what threw me off. The Purnell compared to Purcell. Thanks a lot, Kyle. Yeah. So Ella Purnell in talks to play Rogue in the MCU. That's what you want?
Yeah. Oh yeah. She can do a Southern accent. She's got the facial structure that I feel resembles Rogue enough. Either give me like that or go in like a completely different direction, and POC Rogue would be fine by me as well.
Kiki Palmer.
Okay. I think that's a good option as well. Kiki
Palmer as Rogue. Fight me in the chat. Kiki Palmer. Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time will feature Fin Fang Foom's species, the Makluans.
The
That's
Marklins,
a tough one.
Macklins, whatever. They're
Macklins.
aliens. They look like dragons.
That's it. Shang-Chi will have 2 new suits, and the 10 rings will give him new abilities. This move will also form the Agents of Atlas, which will be Shang-Chi, Katie Chen, Iron Fist, Arrow, Wave, White Fox, and my favorite, Swordmaster, who I really want to take over the mantle of Iron Fist. Please make it happen. Please.
I don't think this rumor holds a lot of weight, in my opinion. Only because like Fin
Eh,
Fang Foom makes sense that
that makes sense.
the rings are calling the Morkins to come back.
Yeah, I think that's the move. That is definitely the move. I don't
But I don't think
everything
it's
else
setting up Agents of Atlas. I think they're
is too
not
far.
going to be comfortable with another team when the Thunderbolts,
Not yet.
Young Avengers, the New Avengers, like throwing out another team would be I think
West Coast
detrimental.
Avengers.
West Coast Avengers, yeah.
Yeah. And the Moon Knight, what's that team that he's going to be on eventually?
Fist of Khonshu,
With
Midnight
Blade?
Suns, yeah.
No, Blade,
Midnight
Moon Knight.
Suns.
Oh, that's Midnight Suns. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you say. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, it's too many teams. So I don't see that either. But still, Swordmaster to become Iron Fist. Please. Please. Chris Evans will reportedly reprise his role as Captain America in a limited series about Steve Rogers returning the Infinity Stones after Endgame. Thank you, baby Jesus.
I would love
Thank
this
you so much.
because it can just be 6 episodes and we can be done with it. 1 episode for each
Yeah.
stone. We get to
Be
see
so
the
fun.
really, really awkward interaction when he's returning the Soul Stone.
Yeah. It's incredible. I'm so happy about this. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, let's
But
do it.
I think
Especially
from that
since
series.
especially since I just bought a Chris Evans autograph.
There you go. Great. Oh my god, that's your collection acquisition for next week.
Yeah. Not happy about it, but it happened.
So I think we're gonna get Hydra. What's his what's he become? The secret Hydra agent.
Secret Empire Cap?
Yeah, Secret Empire Cap. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna get.
Interesting.
Captain America. A lot of people don't remember. He gets kidnapped. The alternate version of him. Like he leaves himself in the back, passed out, and then Hydra circles him, and they're like, "Huh," and then they take him away.
Interesting take. I don't hate it.
I think we're gonna see it
Okay.
probably by the end of that series. If not, you're gonna see it at some point. But I think a lot of people forgot that happened, and it's definitely set up to happen at some point.
Okay.
That might be the Young Avengers fight. They might have to fight him.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. That actually that'd be a cool.
Sick. That would be
That'd be-
amazing.
That'd be really, really cool.
Yeah. So I'm saying it here first, folks. If you heard it from me. Marvel Studios X-Men reboot will be set in a separate universe from the MCU. We talked about this a little bit. They can easily do 2 X-Men shows,
Mhm.
and whichever one does better, they go with. You know, bippity bop. Who cares? If the movie releases after Secret Wars, this will be the new universe created from the aftermath of Secret Wars. So again, to my point,
Like an
they do 2 of
incursion.
them. This one's not that good. People don't like it. They like this one. Let's pretend that that's why this one exists and this one doesn't.
The real kicker
There you go.
is replacing Hugh. Like every other member of the X-Men, they can like throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. If they don't land Wolverine,
Yeah.
they're fucked. So
Yeah,
that's going to be
yeah.
the most difficult one for sure.
I just think the best way to approach it is not making him the central point. And I
Yeah,
think the
but I
TV
mean,
show
everyone's going to
made
be
a
like,
good job
where
doing
is
that.
he? Like, he's got to be there
Right.
somewhere. I agree that he shouldn't be the
Yeah.
central point, but he's got to be there somewhere. So they still need to land that
Yeah.
casting.
Right. I 100% agree with you. Yeah. It's still important. But who are they going to do with Cyclops? Schwarzenegger,
Jesus Christ.
not Arnold Schwarzenegger, his son, which you probably don't know by his face, but he was in the Boys show, Gen V.
Really? All right, I gotta
The
look at
fire
this.
guy, Gen V. Yeah. If you're looking it up at home, look it up. Gen V, the fire guy. Patrick Schwarzenegger is his name. And
Interesting. I'd be okay with him as Cyclops.
put the Gambit. The Cyclops goggles over him,
Visor.
or Gambit. I mean, now that
Yeah.
I just said that accidentally, I'll take that too. If you watch the show, you'll understand why he would do well with it because he plays a good character. So, but yeah. In a new rumor, Stephen Strange from that alternate universe in Marvel Multiverse of Madness is alive. If you watch the scene, you'll notice Thanos is dead in the corner. The Infinity Gauntlet is still on him, but two stones are missing: time and mind. It's believed that he used these to trick them into thinking he was being destroyed, then got away.
That'd be interesting. When and where he would pop up, if all this is true, is to be determined, obviously. But I don't hate that rumor. The time gem missing is the Eye of Agamotto, and the mind gem using that as a way to confuse people that he's being destroyed. Both of those make sense. So, yeah, I give it a 60% chance of being real.
If it is real, like, what's the point?
To have a big bad for him and Clea to go up against, because like they can't really do Mordo. I mean, they could do Mordo. They could do Nightmare. And he could be like who's behind Nightmare pulling the strings. I think that'd be a really good way to bring Nightmare into this all. And like have a higher level villain, Nightmare with a 2 gem Strange behind him. So
yeah, no, okay, yeah, that's true. Because I forgot that movie ended with Clea in it, so
yeah,
could be a thing. That's a very good point. That's Jeremiah. I like that one.
yeah.
Bryan Cranston has been secretly cast in an upcoming MCU project. Is he Xavier?
Oh no! Hopefully not.
No.
We'd get way too many Heisenberg memes if he turned out to be Xavier.
No, can't do Xavier.
Where would I want? I mean, going back,
Doom. No, too old.
No, what if he's the voice of Doom?
That'd be a great voice.
That'd be
What if he's Herbie?
Amazing voice. What if he's Herbie?
It could be like one of the Vin Diesel situations.
I am the danger.
Yeah. That'd be great. Yeah, no, I don't know what they could do, but I mean, there's so much.
He's such a fantastic actor. He could do anything, and we'd probably be okay with it. Maybe he's Rogue.
He could be Rogue. Yeah, that'd be interesting. The Venom trilogy and other Sony movies are planned to set the groundwork for a new Spider-Man universe. Venom: The Last Dance is rumored to include a 10-year-old Peter Parker.
How are they going to explain that? Like that, I don't like. Sure, but like Tom Hardy's Venom, which is what this revolves around, was lusting after Peter Parker on the television.
Yeah.
So if back in his timeline, he's 10.
Yep.
No.
So apparently, from what I heard, and this makes sense actually. So the rumor is that Venom's protecting Peter Parker from being killed by like a bunch of symbiotes, basically. Like it's like the guy from like the original one that like he
Oh,
sabotaged and
hybrid or
he's
whatnot.
yeah, like he's coming back for like vengeance and like he has all the symbiotes here to like go after him and he has to fight and he's gonna be with who's that other good symbiote? I forgot his name.
Toxin.
Um Toxin. Yeah. So they're gonna fight together to protect Peter. Um so I guess that's cool, but the reason why I think that might be legit is because that's exactly what the plan was for Madam Web, and they scrapped it. Like they
Interesting.
changed everything from Madam Web, like because they were going to include a Spider-Man, they were include how it was going to be protecting Spider-Man, all the stuff. So then they kind of went away from that altogether, which might be because those two movies were so close together, and they figured the Venom trilogy they actually know will bring in something. And the Madam Web movie they figured was going to be a bust. Um,
All right, we'll see. I don't
yeah,
hate it if they plan it out well because, like I said, Tom Hardy's Venom was lusting after Tom Holland's Spider-Man. So if you
it's
go,
still weird.
yeah,
It's
it's
still
still going to
weird,
be
and
weird.
I'm still not 100% about this. Regardless, I think it's going to be a flop, unless they like do some really good like connecting where it's like, oh, this is Andrew Garfield. Like if they drop that it's Andrew Garfield, boom, done. You, you're back on track. If they don't, I don't know where they're going. Or if they just bring back Toby to just give us a couple movies out of that, that's fine. And then bring Miles into that universe
Yeah,
where
they need to bridge that gap real quick and bring Miles into
yeah,
live action. There's too much
yeah,
interest. There's too much meat on that bone to not do that right away. So yeah, they do
yeah.
got to bridge that gap somehow. What if he's
So
well, no, because it is. They did say Peter Parker. What if it's all like a ruse and it's actually Miles?
it wouldn't make any sense.
No, it wouldn't make sense. But I mean, we're talking about Sonyverse.
I mean, it still doesn't make sense even with
Yeah,
them
true.
going, yeah, like with 10-year-old Peter Parker, but whatever. But it's
Yeah.
Sony, and that's just we just let them do this to us. I don't know why. But Marvel is reportedly developing a blonde Phantom Disney Plus series, so you should be excited about this because
I
this
am
is like
very excited about this if it's a real thing.
I don't think it is. I
Well,
like
there's
they talk.
rumors. So what's not mentioned in our little thing is there's rumors that this is Scarlett Johansson's project. This is the project that she's at the
Mm,
helm of because she was promised a project because of Black Widow. That's what the big rumor is with this. Now, the other rumor is that this is Taylor Swift in the lead role. That's bullshit. Get that the fuck out of here. Set in the 1950s in Las Vegas, that makes sense for Blonde Phantom. She is kind of a noir-esque character, detective, secret agent sort of thing. They could easily spin Agent Carter into the series, no problem. What's up, John? Um, yeah, I would love. Yeah, I would absolutely love a Blonde Phantom series for real. And if this is ScarJo's like reward for what happened with Black Widow, I think it's fair now.
yeah,
I think by all means, let's
I
do it.
can. That's a good point. That's a good point. If that is her project, but if it's Taylor Swift, I
It's
don't
not.
believe that it's yeah.
No.
I just well, so if it is Taylor Swift, let's just go with it. If it is Taylor Swift in the lead role, I don't believe it's the Blonde Phantom. I think that's just a name for the series that they're just giving us, but I think it would be the Dazzler. That just makes sense
Yes,
at that
like
point.
I
But do
mean,
we need a Dazzler TV show? I don't think so either. I
we didn't
also
need
don't
a
think we need a
Dazzler
Blonde
comic
Phantom TV
series, and
show.
we got that. So,
Yeah.
um,
Either one of this, it's not whether it's Blonde Phantom or a Dazzler TV show. Honestly, I don't think this is gonna work out that well for Marvel.
yeah. Regardless, as long as they have fun with it at the end of the day, that's
Scarlett
the big thing.
Johansson playing Taylor Swift. Now that makes
She
sense.
can do it though. She has the chops.
Yeah.
She
I'd
has the
rather
chops.
see that makes sense. Like make Scarlett Johansson the lead role in that and whatever, the Blonde Phantom. Like that'd be cool. Like you know what I mean? But then
Mhm.
again, you're kind of using the same Black Widow. That's why I don't like. Just give us another Black Widow project then, if we're gonna do a crime fighting spy series in the 1950s. I don't know. I don't
Fair
know,
enough.
but it could be cool. It could be cool. I like L.A. Noir.
Yeah, yeah. The
So
noir-esque setting would be fun to play with.
yeah.
Eh,
All right. Maybe it's got potential. Um, but that's our show, guys. John, you made it just in time for us to say good night and farewell. We love you all, and
Thank you for joining
keep
us.
reading
Join
your
our Discord
comics.
if you haven't. Um,
Join our Discord. Definitely join our Discord. It's Panelwoods.
mhm.
Very simple. You can see the link in all of our social media. Um,
When we get to
I don't know what
100
else. Hit the
members, we
follow
will
button.
all do the ice bucket challenge.
We'll do the ice bucket challenge. At 5,000 followers on TikTok, we will do a giveaway. And I do mention this, but we're getting close. We're trickling up. So I just want everyone to send it to your friends, send it to your enemies, send it to everyone. 5,000 followers, we get a little giveaway going. Not sure what we're giving away. It might be Jeremiah's Rivera collection, the whole
Oh, we're not
thing.
giving that.
Um,
I have lots of dupes that I will throw into that pool. Like you'll get a bunch of Rivera covers, even some really hard to find ones. We are only 250 followers away from 5,000 on
that's not a
TikTok.
lot.
So before
Yeah.
the app disappears forever, follow us there. Join our Discord. Thank you for
And
joining us
1,000 on
tonight.
any other social media. Any other social media. 1,000 followers. I will take my shirt off.
No
So,
one wants to see that.
well, damn. I was hoping that would bring in a couple of them. Damn, Jeremiah. All right, guys.
Have
We're
a good
out.
night. Peace.